Every clip that you have seen so far has been color graded by Phantom Luts, created by Joel Familaro. Now, you might be asking, what are Phantom Luts? And Joel, the creator of these, tried to make the best emulation of Arri Alexa. Now, he's done this for multiple different cameras, from Canon C70, there's Blackmagic, there is Sony cameras, but in this video, I'm specifically going to be talking about Vlog for Lumix cameras. But Joel, the creator himself, tried to make the best emulation possible, trying to make the Vlog match phantom footage from the Arri Alexa. Now, if you don't know what a LUT is a lookup table, basically trying to match the table of a specific look and scene. Now, in this video, I'm going to be diving into the 11 different LUTs that Joel has created, what they kind of mean and how they are performed, and show you guys a couple examples as I'm talking of the color grading with the LUT I'm talking about. Now, there is 2 LUT packages that you can purchase from Joel. There is the basic one, and then there is the film look one. You could buy each one for $49 or buy it all together for $79. Now, I did reach out to Joel and he was able to get you guys 15% off of this LUT package. So you can go purchase that down in the description below. So starting off with the first 5 LUTs in the basic package. The first one is neutral. Now, the neutral is trying to emulate the Alexa Rec 709 as close as possible. Particularly, you're able to get more accurate Arri like skin tones, and it's just overall the cleanest flat normal image out of a camera. Now, the second LUT is tungsten. Now, this is designed for if a subject is in actual tungsten lighting, but it does just make your image be a little bit more contrasty and gives an S-curve to the final image. The third LUT is called ice blue. This is kind of a colder blue tones. It punches the blue colors a little bit more. It's really ideal for people with blue eyes like myself. I don't use the ice blue LUT that often, but the one I do use is the next one, which is Jamaica. Now, Jamaica offers a green and golden cast to the image. It's just making everything just a little bit warmer overall. You get that sort of filmic green and golden cast on the image, which is just super pleasing, especially when you're filming outside or if you're diffused outside as well. And the last one is kind of a personal taste that Joel created called Utopia. Now, I don't really use this one almost ever. It's just like it's described, it's a utopia feeling and vibe. So for everything that I shoot, I typically almost never touch this LUT. Now, that is kind of the basic package that is just the normal LUTs. I highly recommend getting those first just to get really good starting bases, but I would highly recommend even more getting both LUT packages together, getting the basic and the film package together. Now, let's dive into all the film package 6 LUTs it offers. And the first one is Vision. Now, Vision is that Kodak Vision 5274. Things like the Lord of the Rings, the Matrix, and the Gladiator are kind of a couple examples that have this LUT emulation to it. It's not a personal one that I use a ton, but I use it here and there. And the second LUT is Eastman, which is a Kodak Eastman 5247. This is kind of like Blade Runner, Alien, E.T. It kind of gives you that vintage, dated Kodak look and feel. It's something I don't really use a ton, but this third LUT I almost use all the time, and that's the Eastman RM. Now, this is kind of a variation on the Kodak Eastman 5247, but it's a classic Eastman look with a little bit modern orange and teal tones. Now, something that I personally notice is it kind of is a greener in the cast than more magenta. So I always like to put this LUT on and then slowly shift all my greens to be a little bit more magenta to make it a little bit more of a neutral tone. But the skin looks really, really soft and rich in this image. And this is probably almost 7 out of 10 times. This is sort of one of my base LUTs that I start grading anything, including what you're seeing right now. The fourth LUT is Vision Teal. Similar to the first LUT in this package, Vision, this is kind of the more modernized, prettier with orange and teal vibes built into the LUT. The fifth LUT is Eterna, which is modeled after the Fuji Eterna 8563. Now, some films that will kind of have this kind of look and feel is Captain Phillips, Wall Street, Money Never Sleeps, and The Butler. This type of LUT is mostly go-to for fashion or beauty, so Personally, it has very flattering skin tones, but it's almost something I don't really use too much since I'm not in the fashion or beauty world. And the last LUT is called Bleach, which, as the name implies, it kind of just bleaches your image. Thinking of the movies like War of the Worlds, this LUT kind of gives that bleach bypass, which is a very, very film specific look. It's something that I don't really resonate with, but out of these entire LUT package, my favorite 2 or favorite 3 would probably be Eastman, RM, then just the original Eastman and the Vision Teal. Now, these are the 3 main ones I use. And then from the other LUT package, I used Neutral and Jamaica a ton as well. They highly recommend getting these LUTs because they can provide you a ton of different looks and feels you can go for different films, and it just overall makes your footage just look that much better using these. Now, these LUTs definitely save me time, but it's not something that you can just slap a LUT on and call it a day, even though there has been a couple times where I have almost just put a LUT on, put one of my custom LUTs on, and then called it a day, and it looked that good. You do have to still do some color corrections to your image. Maybe you just didn't shoot it correctly and you need a color correct for that. Or if you want to just make your image a little bit more contrasty or pull colors in a different way. These are definitely just the starter base, but it's definitely a much higher quality starter base than compared to the Panasonic Vlog to Rec 709 or DaVinci CSTs. This gives you a really like cinematic, nice highlight roll-offs, and it just looks overall super pleasing to the eye right off the bat once you put this LUT on. In my own opinion, and some things I've also heard from some friends, is when a LUT is good enough to not make you want to switch camera systems, you know it's a good LUT. Now, I know Joel's created other Phantom LUTs for different camera brands, but the Vlog to Rec 709 Phantom LUTs that he has created are absolutely so nice. That makes me never ever really want to switch camera systems just because of how high quality LUTs they are that he is providing. Now, I highly recommend getting these Phantom LUTs, but if you're still on the fence, I was inspired to create this video by Anthony Rodriguez, who actually got the chance to interview Joel, so you can check out his video right here, and then YouTube recommends one of my videos right here. All right, until next week, guys, peace.